It certainly is, Peter. Her runs in the Caulfield Cup and the Cox Plate have both been excellent. She loves Flemington, but the conditions here, well, I don't think it's going to suit her, and unfortunately for her, it's going to lessen her chances quite a lot.
Number 15 is Gold Sovereign, the likely pacemaker in the race. Finished last here on Saturday. Craig Carmody is the rider, and there's a very good chance that he could be in front when they reach the winning post the first time.
Yes, the first time, Peter, but I don't think the second time. Although he does handle the conditions, I think about the 800-metre mark, he might be going backwards instead of forwards.
Grass Valley comes into contention now. Number 16 has won 2 cup races in the country at Geelong and Werribee its last 2 starts. Will appreciate the sting out of the ground here, Jen.
He certainly will. He's a horse that's been going well through the country cups. He's picked up most of them. He only has 50.5 kilos and a lightweight chance.
Oppressor won one of our major mile races, 1,600-metre races 3 starts ago, the Toorak Handicap at Caulfield. Today with David Taggart in the saddle, he has twice as far to travel.
He certainly does, and he doesn't handle these conditions, Pete, so it nearly puts him right out of the race.
18 Starstruck ran on gamely in one of the lead-up races, the Crown Quality, on Saturday afternoon. Was first past the post but lost it on protest, but she'll just keep on going at the 1 pace.
She sure will. She just keeps on improving, this mare. She isn't as good in the wet conditions, but she does only have 50 kilos. Awkward barrier, though, barrier 24.
19 Toll Bell, to be ridden by Peter Mertens, will be one of the outsiders. Wasn't a bad run at Geelong, but a big step up in class here.
Yes, Toll Bell normally goes better at the provincial meetings. He's a handy horse there, but here is a little bit tough.
Another one of the query horses, Clifton Gale, to be ridden by Willie Carson, who's won the Epsom Derby 3 times, trained by Dermot Well, a stablemate of Vintage Crop.
Terrific chance here, Peter, with this rain now. She handles the conditions. She's proven over the 2 miles. She's won 4 races. She's from the same stable as Vintage Crop, and I think she's got an excellent chance now.
21 is Coachwood. Shane Dye has elected to ride this horse in preference to Jeune, and surprised a lot of people. It's the 4th of David Hayes' runners.
Yes, he fought on all right in the Crown Quality on Saturday. He is unknown in the wet, so 48.5 kilos, he's probably got a place chance at best.
Number 22 is Major Decision, to be ridden by Kevin Moses, and this horse ran 4th here on Saturday, but again, he's one of the outsiders.
He is one of the outsiders, Peter, but he does handle the wet conditions. Barrier 23 is going to be a little bit difficult, but he got home all right on Saturday.
The grey mare Pindy, number 23, also got home all right on Saturday. Second past the post in the Crown Quality, but was elevated to the winning position on protest, and she's very, very honest.
She's as honest as they come, that's for sure, Peter. She's only got 48.5 kilos. She's a winner in the South Australian Oaks. She's probably got a rough chance in the race.
And the bottom one, the last of the runners, 24, Sweet Glory, will be ridden by Peter Shepherd, a last start 4th in the Geelong Cup.
Well, Sweet Glory doesn't handle these conditions. Had every chance in the Geelong Cup, I thought, and she'd probably need to improve here.
So there is the field for the running of the great race, the 134th running of the Melbourne Cup. And as they go to the stalls, Jen, what's your tip?
Well, Peter, I've originally gone for Top Rating. Now that the rain has come, I think Clifton Gale has got a definite chance. Vintage Crop, with all his problems, he's such a champion horse. I think he can probably do it again, but I'll stick with Top Rating. I've put in second Gossip's number 13 because Bart Cummings trains him. He's a terrific horse. And number 7, Hear That Bell, comes right into contention now because the rain has come.
Well, I'll stick with Top Rating too, but I'm getting keener and keener on the great horse. There he is, Vintage Crop, leading them out, and I wonder if he can become only the 4th horse to win back-to-back Melbourne Cups in the race's 133-year history. A magnificent scene as these runners go to the start, and Dan Malicki is going to take us through the Victorian tote figures, what the totalisator punters have made of the Melbourne Cup right up to the last minute.
Vintage Crop, Peter, is showing $8.20. River Verdon, $48.30 for the win. Jeune, $20.20. Our Pompeii, $20.60. Air Seattle, $46.60. Paris Lane, $7. Hear That Bell, $17.80. Quick Ransom at $8.20. Number 9 Impala, $47.60. 10 Top Rating at $9.20. Double Take, $82. Glastonbury, $52. Gossips, $17.40. Alcove, $8.50. Gold Sovereign, $72. Grass Valley, $33. Oppressor, $119. Starstruck, $35. Toll Bell, $152. Clifton Gale, $9.30. Coachwood, $53. Major Decision, $84. Pindy, $76. And Sweet Glory, $71, with a win pool of over $11 million and the place pool of over $8 million.
Candidates parading up to the start. It's at the 900-metre mark of the long straight here at Flemington. They'll run down to the judges' box and complete another 2,300 metres, one circuit as Vintage Crop leads them out, and Sweet Glory is last down the race. And these 24 runners racing for a place in history. Terry Kennedy is down in the betting ring. We have the bookmakers in the
top weight, the defending champion in Vintage Crop. Opened up the day at double each way odds. He has been backed into half those odds. River Verdun, there hasn't been a great deal of money for River Verdun from Hong Kong. Air Seattle, no money. Paris Lane has eased in the market slightly with the bookmakers. Now, Paris Lane, they lost the colours of Paris Lane. They were stolen after his great win in the McKinnon. Of course, the same syndicate that owned Paris Lane own Kensai, Gurner's Lane, which won the 1982 Melbourne Cup. So they will race in exactly the same silks. So what a great omen that is for the Freedman stable. Hear that bell, it has firm with the rain. Also, Quick Ransom, some more great money for the European galloper from UK. Gossip's been pretty good in the market. Alcove has eased in the market. Top Rating is the one. It was the pre-post favourite. Now it's eased a couple of points. So plenty of money down here, most of it for Vintage Crop.
Righto, Terry Kennedy, and there's just been a bit of drama, as you've seen, with Gossip shying and almost losing rider Darren Beedman, but he's back in business now. Here's the map of the race. They start, as I said, at the 900, and 24 runners. There'll be a lot of jockeying for position.
They're all set now for the Melbourne Cup, Foster's Melbourne Cup of 1994. All locked away over the famous 3,200 metres. A little bit of a problem out wide.
Hang on. See, a few of the boys have got 2 or 3 pair of goggles on here. They'll pull a couple down as they're going along.
Light is on in the Cup. And they're off and racing in the Foster's Melbourne Cup 1994 to an electrifying roar. One of the first horses out was Quick Ransom. Down into the inside was Sweet Glory ridden forward. Our Pompeii Gossips. Hear that bell up there early, and so too is Oppressor. They were followed by Umpala, wide out with Gold Sovereign, Pendy behind those, and then came Elko, followed by Coachwood, Vintage Crop. Then Jeune down on the inside, followed by Top Rating next towards the inside. Then came Paris Lane, Double Take, wide out on the track. Toll Bell behind it, and they were followed by well back in the field when they settled Major Decision. Glastonbury goes back to second last, and Clifton Gale was last of all. Running down the straight the first time in the Foster's Melbourne Cup, and Gold Sovereign in front. Leads a length and a half, Sweet Glory. Oppressor third, and Alcove edging close to the outside. Then River Verdun, followed by Quick Ransom. Toll Bell next, and then our Pompeii and Pendy. Out 4 wide was Double Take, trying to improve its position. Then Gossips racing on the inside of Jeune. Coachwood 3 deep, and then Hear That Bell, Grass Valley the rail. Air Seattle was next, and Vintage Crop was also 3 deep. Then Paris Lane, Top Rating the inside, followed by Umpala, Major Decision. Back to second last was Glastonbury, and last of all was Clifton Gale as they work around the back of the track. Inside the 1900 metres point, and Gold Sovereign the leader. The outside is about 2 lengths in front. Second was Alcove, Oppressor third, Sweet Glory fourth. A half length away, Toll Bell fifth, and then came River Verdun racing in between Quick Ransom and Double Take 3 wide. Followed by our Pompeii, who's also 3 deep on the outside of the grey, Pendy and Gossips on the rail. Then came Jeune, Coachwood 3 deep, Grass Valley the fence. Followed by Hear That Bell and Vintage Crop. Air Seattle next, followed by Top Rating and Starstruck together from Paris Lane. Umpala down on the rail, and then Major Decision, Glastonbury and Clifton Gale last of all in the field of 24 as they go to the 1400 metre point. Gold Sovereign in front, leads by 2 lengths now. Oppressor in second placing. Toll Bell edging closer third. Alcove has had a beautiful position fourth. Around the outside was Double Take, and then River Verdun. Sweet Glory next. Gossips has been ridden a treat by Darren Beedman. Then came Top Rating. Jeune was next. Quick Ransom behind them from Hear That Bell. Vintage Crop around the outside, followed by Starstruck as they start to bunch up. Umpala, Air Seattle back behind those. Clifton Gale still back of the tail with Major Decision and Glastonbury. Bunching right up with about 800 metres left to go in the Melbourne Cup. Toll Bell went up on the outside of Gold Sovereign to take the lead. Double Take was third around the outside, making up good ground. River Verdun, Air Seattle runs into it. Major Decision around the outside, followed by Jeune. Coachwood's in need of a runner's Gold Sovereign drops out of it. Oppressor just behind them. Paris Lane, Glastonbury taken to the outside. Around the turn, many chances in the Foster's Melbourne Cup. And Oppressor is going to lead into the straight. Oppressor from double take. Jeune has got a dream run through in the middle. Hear that bell running on, and here's Paris Lane and Impala. Alcove comes into it. Down to the 300. Jeune skipped a length and a half in front of Paris Lane. Impala battling on, and then came Alcove. Jeune 2.5 in front. Impala running on hard the outside. Jeune's in front though. They're not going to get to him. And Jeune has won the Melbourne Cup. Jeune a length and a half, and how easy for him. Paris Lane has run second, Impala third, then double take followed in by Vintage Crop. Here that bell, Alcove, top rating Grass Valley. Further back in the field, Oppressor, Starstruck and Gossips. Next in would have been Glastonbury and Our Pompeii. Further back, Major Decision, then Coachwood, Air Seattle and Pindy. Toll Bell, Sweet Glory, Quick Ransom, River Verdon, Clifton Gale and Gold Sovereign was last.
Well, Dan, we spoke this morning about how David Hayes put the blinkers on Jeune. He wasn't satisfied with the way the horse ran in the Cox Plate. The horse over-raced. He took the blinkers off and just left the pacifiers on him today. And if ever a guy deserved to win a race like this, it's Wayne Harris. He's had everything, this boy. He's had a brain tumour. Everything's gone wrong for him, but today he's had his moment of glory. And it's so great to see him win on Jeune.
What a thrill for him. He was in a little bit of difficulty, Gary, up to about the 800-metre point when the field really packed up, and he elected to stay to the fence. I think he had to with the horses around him. The run came, and I've got to say the horses won clearly by a length and a half. Yep. But in all honesty,
there's a very happy boy over the back there, Dan. Sorry to interrupt you there, but he is just wrapped. Well, he might be. I just can't believe the things that have happened to Wayne over the years, and he's had weight problems. He was a leading apprentice, won a golden slipper for Bart when he was an apprentice. And now, like he had all that trouble, had the brain tumour. They thought he might even die. He's overcome everything. Here's Johnny just gone up to him now. But what a great thrill it must be for him.
It was a super ride. Paris Lane, you'll find, horse number 6 has run second, and third placing will be number 9, Impala. 3, 6 and 9. Let's catch up with the winning Melbourne Cup jockey of 1994, Wayne Harris. John Letts has him.
Yeah. Well, what a place to be. 2 champions, Wayne Harris and Damien Oliver, and the first guy to congratulate Wayne was Damien. And Wayne, what a race to win the Melbourne Cup.
John, I can't believe it. It's everyone's dream.
Wayne, you had a nice run throughout.
I walked out of the boxes, David Hayes told me to go forward. I was back here last early. I put myself into the race and things just kept happening for me, and he seemed to like that soft ground too.
It was ironic when we were talking before the race, wasn't it? He'd won a Group 2 in England in heavy ground, the only race he'd won over the distance.
That's right. He travelled so well, he didn't pull for me. It's just great. Things just kept opening up.
Wayne, you've won a golden slipper on Century Miss. How does it feel today? Wait till you get back there.
John, I've had so much go wrong since the slipper that I never ever thought I'd get a good ride in the Melbourne Cup, and this is just it's a dream come true.
Wayne, you're one of the guys that really deserve it, and congratulations. It couldn't have gone to a nicer bloke. Congratulations.
I've got so many good friends out there that couldn't be with me today, but I know they're watching and listening, and this is all my friends that couldn't be here. To my dad, passed away a few years ago, and you're my best supporters,
Fantastic, mate. I bet you they were all there from the furlong in with you.
Yeah, and there's a little fella down the country down here in Victoria who's been through the same as I went through with the tumours.
Yeah.
A little boy called Andrew Reid.
Andrew, right.
I let him down yesterday. I was supposed to go and see him, but with all the pressure on, this is for you, Andrew, too.
Yeah, you'll be there tomorrow.
Well,
congratulations.
I'll be very drunk tonight, I'll tell you.
Good on you, mate. Fantastic. The very happy Wayne Harris.
Thank you very much, Johnny. A great interview. And look at the smile on David Hayes' face. Well, he had top rating in the race. He probably didn't have the preparation for 2 miles, but he had the trump card up his sleeve, Peter Donegan. And it was an import, all right, but this time trained in Australia by David by the name of Jeune.
David Hayes, your first Melbourne Cup victory. Congratulations.
Oh, just fantastic. Great ride by Harris, and the horse hit form at the right time, and he exploded. He relished in the ground, so it was a great bonus after his failure in the Cox Plate.
Did you have mixed emotions before the race when the rain came? It probably put a question mark over top rating.
I was very concerned. It was against top rating, but in Jeune's favour, so it's lucky when you've got a few runners.
You seem calm and composed. You always do, but
Oh,
Is
no, I'm
the
very
stomach
excited.
churning a bit?
I'm very excited, I can tell you.
Well, I know you want to get to
Thanks,
the
I
horse,
think
David.
it's going
Congratulations. And we'll see you at the presentation. David Hayes, the winning trainer. And just a fantastic atmosphere down here on the mounting yard, as it is every year, as the Melbourne Cup winner returns. And let's have a listen to the ovation he receives. Wayne Harris bringing him back to the most prized place in Australian racing.